Let's get mindful and break through the fog with All the Bitter. Welcome back to kinser'skeep.
Today we're starting a new journey into the realm of all things non-alcoholic.
And what better way to start than with a mom and pop bitters line from All the Bitter.
All the Bitter is an alcohol-free bitters company that launched this year. Its founders, Carly and Ian Blessing, both worked as sommeliers at the French Laundry in the Napa Valley, which, if you haven't been, is a 3 Michelin star fine dining establishment that actually lives up to all the hype. After falling in love and having kids, alcohol wasn't part of their big picture anymore, so they began their journey into the world of non-alcoholic beverages.
Now, this side of the beverage coin, if you will, can be tricky. Most of the effort put forward by companies and bars of all levels is aimed towards making beverages with alcohol as the star, which is awesome, don't get me wrong. Woot woot alcohol. But that just doesn't include everyone. There's also limited options.
Whether that's non-alcoholic beer, sugary sodas, or a mystery combination of juices, and the dreaded sour mix. There's a small selection of non-alcoholic cocktails and next to no alcohol-free bitters.
After traversing these limited avenues, Carly and Ian decided, let's make some non-alcoholic bitters of our own, which is so important, especially since mindful drinkers throughout the years have been shamed for being no fun or diet trend followers, alcoholics, or assumed pregnant, when in reality, sometimes people just need a break, a body reset, or are just curious. And honestly, shouldn't we celebrate that more? Just because people are taking a step back from alcohol doesn't mean they're abandoning flavor. And these bitters are packed with flavor. The 3 bitters we're looking at today are orange bitters that have both a bright and savory taste with cardamom and coriander, New Orleans style bitters, which have delicious notes of anise, cherry, and hibiscus, and the aromatic bitters, which carry tasty hints of ginger and baking spice. All of these bitters contain 2 to 3 times more raw botanicals than your average bitters, which means they also provide more health benefits. They aid digestion, promote liver health, they even help detoxify your blood, all while being vegan and gluten-free. They're great in seltzers, non-alcoholic beer, and, of course, cocktails. They're also shelf-stable for more than a year. So, let's switch the narrative and get more creative and curious with our non-alcoholic options. That way we can all join the party. I don't know about you, but I'm in the mood for a maple old-fashioned, but non-alcoholic. So, enough talking. Let's make it. First things first, let's grab our mixing glass. Then we're gonna reach for our All the Bitter aromatic bitters. And according to the bottle, it says that 1 dropper is equal to 1 dash. So since we're shooting for 3 dashes, maybe 4, I'm gonna do the same dropper full wise. Dropper full wise. I like that. All right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that looks about right. There's even a little measuring thing here. It lets you know it's about 1 ml per dropper. That's cool. Moving on to our sweetener, which is maple syrup. If you have a chance, try to grab the bourbon barrel-aged maple syrup. It's delicious. We're gonna use our Shady Maple Farms maple syrup. Say that 5 times.
Shady Maple Farms maple syrup. Shady Maple
I mean, will the real Shady Maple please stand up? We're actually just gonna add a short 1/4 ounce right in the mixing glass. That smell. And we'll finish things off with a whiskey alternative. Now, there's a few different kinds out there, from Optimist, Seedlip, and Liars. Use whichever one you love. And if you don't want to go full non-alcoholic, just use 1 ounce of each. That way you kind of ease your way into it if you're not used to the flavor. But we're going full Liars today, so we're gonna add 2.5 ounces. It smells like whiskey. Whoa. All right. And we're almost done. Now let's grab some ice, and we're gonna stir for 5 to 10 seconds. It's about 30 rotations. Then let's grab our rocks glass and add a big cube. Beautiful. Strain over that big rock. Don't forget to garnish with that orange peel. Express the oils. Run the peel around the edge of the glass. Twist, then throw it in the jacuzzi. And that's a Tipsy-free maple old fashioned. Now for the taste test. On the nose, I do get some baking spice, a little bit of orange, kind of molassesy smell as well. On the palate, it's really good. Wait, it's just kind of blowing my mind for a second. Wow. Okay. So I get almost a little bit of raisin, but I'm not a fan of raisin. But it's a good raisin, like cinnamony and allspice, and I'm already on sip 3. I can't get enough. It doesn't have that kick that I'm used to with whiskey, so I think that's what lets this orange shine through in a different way. I really taste the orange more than ever. It's a great cocktail, so give it a shot. And if you want to know where to get these bitters, you can buy them at allthebitter.com, and 2% of their annual sales go to substance abuse recovery programs nationwide, which is amazing. So thank you, Carly and Ian, for putting your love story in a bottle. Cheers.